And welcome to the channel, everybody. How you doing this week? It's been a long one, guys. So let's see. I saw Breeze. Let's go, man. Nice to see you. The awesome path in the house. James Duke as well. Over there with the Rizzo, the legend himself. Guys, how's it going tonight? Great to see all of you in the house already tonight. Like I said, it has been a long week this week, so I apologize that there hasn't been a lot of me lately. I have still been working on a few things behind the scenes, working on getting a couple videos recorded and progress done. So I have been pushing on Act 8. I have made it further through. I am over 50% of the way to 100% Act 8. Still a ways to go, but we're getting there. Triple Z in the house. How's it going, my man? Nice to see you, brother. And just because it is a brand new month, and by the way, for those who won things last month, heads up, I did just start back to work this week. So I'm going to be able to start getting some of this stuff out in the mail. I apologize for the delays, but we are going to get everything mailed out this within the next week or so. For those I already have your address, I will let you know as soon as it goes out. For those that I still need to grab an address off of, I will let you know as soon as we are ready to start sending things out. So I did, like, as I mentioned, I got a temp assignment this week. I've been working a couple car auctions. And so, I'm already scheduled to do a couple weeks of these car auctions, so at least I'm getting some money coming in. Nice to see everybody in the house already tonight. Gonna throw some gifted memberships out there. It is the first of the month. I will be doing some more giveaways later in the month. Working on the next variant video now. Should be ready within 2 weeks, hopefully. Awesome, man. I'm looking forward to that. So we've got Breeze got a gifted membership. Triple Z got one. Samurai, nice to see you in the house, got one. William Lynn and Dan all picked up one. Appreciate all of you guys. So no problem, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, I look forward to the next variant and seeing what you're going to do with all of them all the time. So, little something different this weekend that I'm going to do. As you guys know, I have 4 different accounts that I've started throughout the years. The main one, obviously, is the main focus of things, and I have taken a step back from the other 2 that I was playing consistently since, well, I was playing 2 for years, and then I started the 3rd one after 4th of July last year, after the deals ended, and then we started the 4th one a few weeks ago when we were doing the marathon stream weekend. So now I have 4 accounts between 3 alliances, but Kabam did something different recently. Kabam made it so that you don't necessarily, you're welcome, Breeze, have to beat story mode to get progressions anymore. Congrats on the job. Hope it's the best job you ever had. Man, honestly, it's been, outside of the fact of the travel time and stuff, it's been fairly good so far and easy to get things done, and it's quick money, kinda. It has been some long days so far. It has taken quite a bit of time, but at least I'm able to get consistent assignments, and it gives me something to work with. Would let you merge accounts. Yeah, I mean, if I could like take some things off of each of these accounts and put them all onto the main account, like I'd be very happy. There's a couple champions that these accounts have that I would love to switch over onto the main account. I would gladly give up a couple of 4 stars to do so. But now the new rules say I have 2 accounts right now that are at Thronebreaker, and I believe the other one is at Conqueror, maybe. Maybe Proven, I don't remember. But the new rules say that instead of beating the Grandmaster, we can just end up with 6 stars at rank 4 and still become Thronebreaker. Now, we're still going to have to eventually beat him to be able to get up to Paragon. But at the current moment on this account alone, I have two rank 4 6 stars, and I have plenty of rank 3s that are very good contenders. Okay. And I actually am just shy of the rank up materials to be able to take up the next one. Now, I do have crystals that I haven't opened on this account that could end up, helping in some way, shape, or form. I have glory on this account because occasionally I'll jump into AQ, but I haven't been doing it consistently because I told the Alliance when I got to this point that basically they have my defenders at the moment. So I am getting some rewards from War and War Season and things like that on this account, and the other 2 has how I've been playing them. I log in once a day, I grab the calendar and whatever crystals are ready at that moment, and then I move on to the next account, on and on, so on. On the littlest account, I have actually also been using the Kabam store to see if I could just get these accounts to the next progression without actually playing the game. But I decided to make an interesting twist on this weekend. All 3 accounts will be working towards at minimum Thronebreaker, and when I will have to start playing the game again for each of them. But you guys get to decide what I am allowed to do on each of the accounts to get there. Am I allowed to be in an alliance? Am I allowed to, if I'm in an alliance, do I get to participate in alliance quests? Do I get to participate in more? Do I get to use the Kabam store? Is it strictly off of login? If the login has a special store attached to it, do I get to use that store or not? I'm putting it out there to everybody in the community over this weekend. Tonight and tomorrow night, I'm going to live stream again. Next week, I'm back on jobs. I'm going to get a couple videos out still. I'm going to get a couple things worked on, and I'm going to try and get a schedule put together around now that I'm able to get out and start making some money again. But this is really not going to take any more attention from anything, because for the most part, I'm not really going to do anything on these accounts, even if you guys vote. I have access to do Alliance Quest or whatever. It's going to be 15-20 minutes a day that I even spend on any of these accounts ever, outside of what I spend on the main account, which will be most of the time that I spend actually playing the game. So I thought I'd put it out there to you guys this weekend and see what we do. Now, like I said, these accounts we'll go through. We'll do a tour on all 3 accounts. We'll look at where I'm at, what I've done so far, what I have access to. We're going to open any crystals that are currently available on these accounts to see where they're at, and then we're going to check over the inventory on each account. And throughout the night tonight, what I want you guys to do is be putting in chat ideas of what you guys would say a limitation I should put on any one of the accounts should be. Tomorrow night, I will take everything from the chat tonight and the comment section of this video, and I will put it together, and tomorrow night we will vote, and from that point forward, the rules will be set for each one of the 3 accounts, and we will see how long it takes each account to make it through different progressions. Legacy, how's it doing? Going tonight? How's it going? You are on vacation by now, I do believe. I know you were about done with school. Nice to see you. I was just telling everybody I actually did get hired on with a temp agency this last week, which is why I've been kind of MIA, is because I had to go through all of the background checks, all of the screenings, all the stuff. I had to run out to different parts of Washington and, the Seattle area more appropriately, and do different things. And then I had 2 different assignments this week, one of which was in Kent, one of which was in Auburn. I also ended up having to be in Federal Way and Tacoma on different days. So I've been all over the place the last week, which has kind of taken me to the point that by the time I get home most nights, I have been doing a few things to keep progression going and making sure I'm taking care of what I need to for the Alliance, plus a little bit for myself as well. But we're going to go over the 3 accounts that I have that I don't play, I just collect on at the moment, and open every single thing I have available on them. And over the course of this live stream, and anybody who watches the playback, you get an opportunity to thank you on that. I appreciate it, Legacy. You get an opportunity to decide what I do with these accounts to earn the minimum of Thronebreaker. My last day of school was actually May 16th. Okay. Congratulations. I knew we were talking about it recently. Again, everything's kind of blurred together these last couple months. But you guys get to leave in the comments what the rules are. Do I get to be in an alliance with any account? Now, this is for all 3 accounts. You can decide one account gets to be in an alliance, the other ones that don't get to be in alliances, whatever. If the account is allowed to be in an alliance, you have to let me know whether or not they can participate in a queue, whether or not they can participate in war, no matter if it's defense only. Ooh. Okay, I left for the beach on May 17th and then go back on the 26th. Wish I could go back. I bet. Okay, so this is a hard decision here because I really do like Squirrel Girl. I love Hella. Morbius has gotten pretty fun, to be honest with you. And all 3 of them are brand new. Anybody want to vote on this one? Anybody got 2 cents worth of input on where we go on this one? I'd go Morbius, I think. Morbius? Okay, we got 2 Morbiuses. I think we're going to go Morbius. Who's the big winner? Oh, who's the big pain? Morbius. Hey, Cisco, how's it going, man? I tried to hit you up earlier. I wanted to give you an update, man. So I worked a couple days this week, and I've got the next couple weeks worth of. I don't have a schedule every day quite yet. What's up, Wolf and Chad? It's been a while since I caught a live stream. It's actually been a while since I live streamed, honest. Well, not a while. It was last weekend. But actually, yeah, last weekend. And then I dropped a video on Monday. But yeah, it's been a long week of having to run around to different parts of Seattle. No problem, man. It's all good. Like I said, just was gonna catch you up on things, but you're here now. So like I was explaining, so these are the 3 backup accounts that I'm going to be running through tonight. We're going to be opening up some crystals and stuff along the way. We're going to check where they're at, who all they have for champions, what they have for progression, what they have for inventory. And then you guys are going to decide, you guys are going to throw out suggestions throughout the whole stream of what I should limit on these accounts. Oh yeah, I got the login crystal here too. 4-star shocker. Whether or not, like, if I need to pull them from alliances because they're not allowed to be in alliances, or if they're not allowed to participate in war. 4-star chillets, I'll take it. That's actually points in the event, so let's see what else we can grab here. But the point is all 3 accounts are going to work their way up to Thronebreaker without me actually playing them. And I want to see what all it takes to get there. If we can get it through different means, by login calendars, daily logins, different login stores, just by having our champions in defense, by casually only playing a queue, whatever you guys decide the limits are for each account. And I'm going to let you guys decide on all 3 accounts. Like I said, you guys can throw out suggestions tonight in chat, or also throw out suggestions in the comment section of this video, and I'm going to pay attention to them over the next 24 hours. And then tomorrow night when I go live, we're going to decide what the rules are based off of what all you guys suggested, and decide which applies to each account. Okay, Star-Lord counts for the event, so I'll and plus on top of that, like, anything going into him makes me happy. But I am still pushing on Act 8 on the main account right now. I'm actually over halfway through Act 8 at this point. Anti-venom. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Wolverine. Hey, how's it going tonight? Nice to see you. Oh, and that's an awakening on Wolverine. That's great. I mean, he still needs high sig, and he's still got the lowest PI in the whole entire game. Valkyrie. Now there's a huge win for this account. whenever I do start playing this account again, like, it's gonna be stacked. Like that's huge. I don't know what that puts me at on 7-star shards. Almost 5,000. Okay. So like I said, with the new level up requirements, or the new title requirements that have been issued by Kabam, so that we can now progress through the different titles without actually playing the game. I missed the rule thing, so Tap, could you fill me in? You guys decide the rules. That's the point. If you got, there's 3 accounts. So we no longer have to, in order to just open the special LGBT crystal on my backup and destroyed what I got on my main. So in order to get the new, in order to get Thronebreaker without beating the Grandmaster, you have to have 5 6-star rank 4s. This account has 2 and almost has a 3rd. In order, so like right now, whatever I get for free from the Alliance, whatever I get free from logging in. Wait, where are we getting these crystals? The first one you get from your in-game mail, and then the rest of them you get from either opening one of the particular champions from any crystal, and also from using particular champions in any fights. I will show you the we have the Pride is for everyone. Your list of champions that you can use to win fights with, or rank up, or dupe, or anything with them, basically, are America Chavez, Angela, Black Cat, Captain Britain, Chillith, Deadpool, X-Force, Gwynpool, Hercules, Hulkling, Iceman, Kitty Pryde, Korg, Loki, Moondragon, Northstar, Star-Lord, Valkyrie, Wiccan, most of the LGBTQ champions in the game. There are a few that's not on the list, but the ones that are more primarily. I won't see here, though, unless Wolf doesn't mind. Going good. I had something insane. No. You're more than welcome to promote Legacy. Always. Shout out whatever you want to. So like I said, on this account, like I have my champions in war as defenders, and like occasionally once a week, maybe sometimes, and not every week, I'll jump into AQ. But if you guys decided that I need to play AQ on this account every day, or that I wasn't allowed to have my champions in defense, and we're going to decide that that's the limitations, and I have to see how long it still takes to get the rest of the materials. You know, I've got 9,000 glory right now. I need tier 6 basic and tier 3 alpha primarily, which is impossible to get from the glory store at this level. And impossible to get from the battleground store at this level. So pretty much at this point, we're waiting on events to be able to get what we need for level ups on this particular account. Either that, or when we decide to sell every tier 5 basically we have to try and build up a tier 6. But I am pretty close on this one, being able to pick up the rest of what I need. Now, obviously, this would be a lot easier to do. We could just easily enough at this point finish out Act 6, which is the worst content in the game. And eventually we are. Someone on my stream donated wow. That is amazing, Legacy. That's awesome. Nick Brown in the house. How you doing tonight, bud? But like I said, let me know, guys. What do you guys think? What kind of limitations should we put on the accounts? How active, how inactive should each account be? And by the way, that was not supposed to be live. Let's not. Give me 1 second while we switch these. Sorry, guys. I'm more than willing to let you guys see most everything, but yeah, some things. So we're going to jump over to the second of the 3 accounts and take a look at it real quick. And see where it's at and how much work it has to get there. But like I said, guys, I just thought that this would be something a little bit fun that you guys could do, and that would, it'd be interesting to see where exactly do we end up getting the account at. Can we get all 3 accounts to Thronebreaker without having to be extremely active? I mean, anything after that, obviously, is going to take activity. We know this. Oh, and gold is no problem on these accounts. At least not on these 2. Yeah, you should be extremely proud of and excited about that. That is absolutely awesome. Congratulations. I mean, somebody definitely thinks what you're doing is awesome, and that is absolutely amazing. You know what? In celebration of that, let's go ahead and just give away another 5 memberships. Yep. You saw it here, folks. We gave away all 10 memberships this early in the month. 1,200 more hours to get my monetization started. Looking forward to finally hitting the next milestone. You are doing great, man. I love the progress, man. You a little bit at a time. You're getting there, brother. Let's see. We got Lord Smash Gaming, Nick Brown, Foes, Kick Rocks, Addison. All got memberships tonight. On top. That's nice. Great job, guys. Trill Will in the house. How's it going? It was like 11 p.m. at night, and all my family was sleeping, and I had to wait till morning to tell them what. That always sucks. Those moments when you just want to celebrate with somebody, like I get those. Like those are the hard ones when you really do. Like when you get something big and you're like, I just want somebody else to celebrate this with me right now. But that's absolutely great, man. That's awesome. I think this is an easier choice because we're just going to take the new champion here. So again, on these accounts, they're pretty much chilling in war. This is a lot easier choice on this one. I do love Cable for the Apocalypse synergy and could use him for sure. Winter Soldier is great, but Kindred is just the easy choice. These accounts are chilling in different alliances for like the defense is just sitting in war. I haven't been moving this season since I took a step back on things, and they also like I said, about every couple weeks or so I'll jump in and participate in AQ if I decide I have 5 extra minutes that I'm not spending on the other account. But with the new progression requirements, which these top 2 accounts are going to be a little bit more like if you guys decide these accounts are going to run no alliance and they can't do anything else, just login calendars, they're probably going to sit there for a while. Because, well, it's going to take special events to get enough materials to get the last 3 5-stars, last 3 rank 4s on the one account. I gotta look here in a second how close we are on this one. But it'll be, I think there is a lot of potential. I say they can all 3 be in alliances, or maybe at least 2 of them. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the thing. I figured, we'd throw a couple variants in there, see, what one being in and what one not, or, being able to do AQ or place defenses, things like this, can make a difference. Obviously, you're seeing here, a lot of these rewards are strictly just because of the fact that they've had a defense in and have done nothing else. Because it's definitely not because I'm winning. Now, mind you, these alliances, I believe both finished silver 2 this season. Not high by any means. Well, we got a couple new champs there. But at the same time, like I haven't, I vote only concentrating on main account. Not sure how you have time. I am. That's the whole point. These are gonna be completely idle accounts. Outside of, like I said, if you guys want me to do alliance quest on these, I can throw moving an alliance quest in to any of them, and it's only an extra like 15 minutes of my day. But right now, like my main focus, I haven't really been doing anything outside of Alliance Quest and War on the main account. And outside of that, it is 100% Act 8 or resource farming for Act 8 on the main account right now. And the main account gets all the attention. I log into these accounts right now once a day to collect dailies and whatever rewards pop through. All of this is literally everything that you're seeing tonight is the last month of not playing the game. The only thing that this account, that these 2 accounts do that the third one does, that Nick would have been so gorgeous. But the only thing these accounts do that the main account doesn't, or that the third account, I log into the Kabam store and grab the extra daily crystal and the weekly store. I don't have a 6-star Nick Fury. Yeah, I don't know if this account does. I don't remember. But if it doesn't, I'm going to be really disappointed on that rollover. But I when I log into the Kabam store every day to grab for the main account, I grab for that account too. It just kind of became habit for some reason. Do we have 6-star Nick Fury on this account, just out of curiosity? I'm guessing I do not, because I'm sure I would have leveled him up by now, even with the fact that I don't have anything leveled up yet. But on this account, this one's in pretty much the same boat. Except for it only has 1 rank 4. I have a 4-star Nick Fury. 4-star Nick Fury is great until you get a 5-star or a 6-star. Preferably a 6-star. Now I have 3 rank 3 6-stars. As far as material goes on this one, I am pretty much in the same boat that I'm in on the second account that I'm in on this account as far as getting the next rank 4. But I would still need a 5th one even after we got all 3 of these. So we are a lot further away on this one. But again, special events, things like that. We know there are things coming up. There's always, especially with 4th of July and stuff coming up. Harry Neal, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. I hope everything's going well with you. Been thinking about you, man. Been a busy week this week, like I said, but yeah, I mean, we're right in a position, and right now we could take another champion up and put our 4th rank 3 in there, so that we have the 4 out of the 5 that we need to rank up, or the 4 to rank up to have 5 rank 4 6 stars on this account to finish Thronebreaker. So that is where the 2 accounts that are at Thronebreaker set is raids next week or the week after. The week after, I believe. The baby account is definitely placing in war. Gotcha, Trip. So give me just 1 second, guys. We're going to switch accounts one more time. We're going to take a look at that one. But like I said, guys, I want to hear your ideas out there. Like, what do you guys think? How should we run these accounts for the next few months to see how high a progression can we get? Obviously, I'm going to have to take a little bit of time and do some leveling on each of the accounts, because obviously we can't progress if we don't level. But I'm going to have to make decisions as far as what do we level and where the priorities are. Obviously, on that second account there, we do have that last level that we could do right now, but we're not going to do it right now because there's not a level up on. So we might as well at least take advantage of that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the third account over here. Now it's sitting in a very different position because we only played this one for 20 hours. We haven't played it any more than that since we started this account, outside of, like I said, I log in every day for the particular calendars. Now this one has gotten a couple special calendars from time to time. It actually had 2 special calendars for the first 2 months of the account. Now this one has level up on right now, so let's see what we can do right now towards where it's at and where we need to go. First off, let's see where we're at right now. Progression wise on this one, we are proven we need to get to Conqueror. So we need 5 rank 3 5 stars, or we need to finish Act 4. Let's see, first off, what do we have in crystals? Again, like I said, these accounts have been placing in war for most of the season. They did get their season rewards, as well as the main 2 participated in Alliance Quest a couple times, and I believe this one did once. I got a couple lax alliances that, as long as I'm alive, are making things decent. I have not logged into my alternate account since War Rewards. I only log in for War Season on that account. Will they make a PS6 Wolf anytime soon? I have no clue. Honestly, as much as I love consoles, I'm probably behind as crap on most things console knowledge at this point. With life being the way it's been, any money that I've had has either gone on debts or it's gone on the channel. So, yeah, I wish that I could say something on the console wars, but I purposely stopped paying attention because I knew I wasn't going to keep up on what console I had. I still have an Xbox One, so I'm seeing Bad Boys 4 on the day it comes out because I booked tickets for it. Nice. So like I said, guys, for the most part, and I mean, both alliances should be happy with me this week. I'm obviously going to throw up some points this week. which helps everybody. And this is the kind of thing that, like, I'm talking about here. What can I do in the alliance or not in an alliance every week to progress? We'll only check up on these accounts probably once a month like this, to see where they end up, what's coming out of them. Ooh. Now that's a hard decision right now. I got a PS5 and GTA 6. Nice. Yeah, I've heard about the Wolverine game. I've heard that the same team that did Spider-Man's doing that. This is really hard. I've been really loving Bishop lately. I've always loved Ultron, and I know how good he is, but Cosmic Ghost Rider is just absolutely insane. I'm gonna regret this choice no matter what I go with. I'm using my money from YouTube to buy my new phone because mine is getting old, and yeah. Cisco Kid thrown in with the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Wolf, at some point I would like to play you in Battlegrounds on the alternate account if you're good. Yeah, man, definitely. We can make a plan for that. Like, are you talking you want to face one of my other two accounts? So we got this other login calendar. Like I said, I got two special login calendars. This one I get a guaranteed Guardian of the Galaxy out of as a 5-star. I mean, I could take the Awakening on Mantis. Rocket wouldn't be bad. Nebula's always good. Gam is amazing. Yondu is great. King Groot. Yeah, I know that's where most people are thinking too. I'm taking Star-Lord for a reason. Partially because it's instant points in the current event. But also on top of that too, it is actually I don't think I'm getting points in the event because I just realized I don't. This account isn't progressed high enough. But on top of that too, with his synergy with Aegon, I can actually make a lot work there. Gams, yeah. Got to be normal Groot. Take some 6-star shards. Well, yeah, we'll check it. We'll take revives. Yeah, Tap. Let me get through this week. Like I said, I gotta work several days this week, but I will talk to you on Monday and make a plan for what next weekend looks like once I know for sure what other jobs, and we can actually plan we were talking about me helping you out with a stream anyways, so we can do a couple things. Okay, those definitely helped. So yeah, guys, like I said, we're so what it is the three, I've got 3 accounts that are gonna be James, to answer your question. I've got 3 accounts that I'm not really playing on right now. The new rules that Kabam has put out there does allow you to not actually play the game and still progress through it, the titles, all the way up until Thronebreaker. So you guys are going to get you guys get to set the rules on what these accounts are allowed to do for me to limitedly play them and still get to Thronebreaker on all 3 accounts. Tonight is suggestions. Need to push my second account to Thronebreaker, hopefully by end of year. Tonight you guys get to throw out the suggestions on this live stream and on the playback. Any comments I see on the playback will get listed in the possible rules for each account. And then tomorrow night, everybody will make I will take all the suggestions collectively, put them together, and we will go over them on live stream and set the actual rules. 3-star champions suck. 3-star champions do not suck. 3-star champions help. Every time that you open a 3-star champion, you have a chance for 4-star shards. Every time you have a chance for 4-star shards, ooh, I do have the event. Good. So, the couple choices I made there work. Oh, we did get it. Okay, cool. So, like, how much, whether or not they're in war, Wolf, the account needs to be in an alliance to grow, are most likely it will not happen and it will take forever unless you buy. Quite possible. And that's but, you know, again, I'm letting you guys decide the rules. How long it takes does not matter. 5-star Angela, that's nice. I will take that. What? I'm trying to make things fun. Wait, I think my alt account I haven't really played in 2 years might have been bumped up to uncollected, even though it's not even started. See, and that's very fair. Oh yeah, did you say you got work? Yes, I did. I started on with a temp service where I take day labor assignments. And I've actually signed up to work 14 car auctions over the next couple weeks. The first 2 I worked this week, and then I had to spend part of this week going out and getting everything in place so that I could start working. Plus, also on top of that, donating and everything else that I have to do normally just to survive. So, it's been a rather busy week, but we have been making progress. So what's the job exact? So at the current moment, the auctions I have worked so far, my job has been, I get in a car, I drive it up so that people can bid on it. I drive it back to a parking space, and then I get in the next car in line and I drive it up and I repeat process. I'll be honest, since I joined the main alliance, Wolf, I've improved so much, man. Haha, account grew rapidly. Yeah, it does make a big difference, man, especially when people are active. Though, I have to look and see what happened this week. We definitely ran into some bumps while I was busy. It's a temp service legacy. It changes periodically. Yeah. I would love 4-star Red Goblin. Well, we got a 5-star right there. So again, in order for this account to progress to the next level, let's go ahead and just knock some of this stuff out. Profile pictures gone. We need 5 rank 3 5-stars. I am almost guaranteeing this account has no rank 3 5 stars. Now, if you guys decide at any point tonight that this account, because, well, it had none of the 5 stars. That's right. We just got the 5 stars the first night, or the second night of this. So we don't even have full rank up materials yet. But that is actually something we can fix. Grandparents recommended me looking into temp services. It actually can help. All 3 of these accounts are in an alliance currently. That's how they are currently getting the rewards they are getting. Let's see. Let me double check that one more time. Mojo and Red Hulk are both at the point that they could go up, except for we need tier 3 Mystic and tier 3 Science. Oh, happy early birthday, Nick Brown. Congratulations. I totally grabbed the wrong thing, and I just realized it as I did it. So I still need the... No. Or not. No, I did. I grabbed the right one. Oh well, we'll grab Cosmic one as well. So just come over here and so that puts us one step closer, but we still don't even have the first rank 3 on here. Anyone excited as me? Man, I am so excited for it, Harry. I don't know how soon I'll get to see it, but definitely excited for it. That's for sure. Especially since it's been way too overdue for a good Marvel movie, for a Marvel movie period. Like, oh God, guys, give me just a second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Getting rejected for all these jobs, yeah, man, it does. Trust me, I get it. I don't know how many I've applied for already and gotten turned down for already. So, I totally get it, but, yeah, James, if you want, hit me up. I'll tell you, I'll actually, they don't give like crap for the referral, but I think like it's like 10, 25 bucks, something like that. If as long as you take a job through them, we both get an extra 25 bucks or something like that. I can show you who I went through to at least get started and, you know, be able to look for assignments and at least get some money coming in. I know it's not perfect, and it's definitely one of those things. We've got I'm still out there looking for more and working on some other projects at the moment. But that being said, anything that gets us started and gets us moving in at least in the direction towards things getting better is better. So, but yeah, man, totally. Like I said, if it helps at all, let me know, and I can gotta run. Be back soon. No problem, man. I do think the Hawkeye series is heavily under. Oh no, I love the Hawkeye series. I think they did really well on it, and it set up Kate Bishop really well. The actress that plays her actually portrayed her fairly well if you understand her in the comics at all. I got plenty of jobs through temp agencies. Yeah, sometimes it can be the way to go, unfortunately. It's kind of the way a lot of companies have leaned towards these days. Because I'm behind on Disney Plus shows because I lost access. Yeah, I get that, man. And until I got access recently, through somebody being kind, I had gotten behind on them myself. So we do have a level up on this one, though I just did throw all my Mystic into, let's go ahead and throw what we have into the 6 stars. And we will also have to divide some into 5 stars so that we can get the progression there. I'm self-employed, so I don't work. If I don't work, I don't get paid, which is a bummer, but I love my... Yeah, no, oh man, I totally get that, and trust me, it's exactly what I want to work towards, as much as it's slightly insane to say that for anybody who doesn't understand. But that the freedom of not having anybody's name at the bottom of your check but your own changes quite a bit of life. So we're going to push Cosmic Ghost Rider a little bit further up, see if we can at least work towards getting him to rank 2 so that we can work on getting those 5 rank 3 5 stars. We do not have a qualifying mutant. I don't. Oh no, we got Magneto. Red Mags is perfect to work on as that recommendation. So, and we got 16 that we can't see because until we get to Uncollected, we cannot even see the relics that we've already unlocked somehow. I use my sister's account, but I don't think she changed the password because I can't get it. Oh. My job is also very weather dependent, and weather in my area at the moment has been unpredictable. Yeah, I've worked a lot of weather dependent jobs over the years. I worked in landscaping. I worked concrete at one point in time. I ran a cemetery for a couple years. I did door-to-door sales at one point in time, which sucked with weather. So yeah, it is definitely one of those things. I get it. I'm gonna drop those into there. So let's see where we're at on Act 4 on this one. Could we make a little bit of progress? Okay, we got one set of levels left that we'd have to run one level on. And then we could instantly get this account to Conquer, which would make everything easier. And we could start concentrating on 6 stars wholly. Stop wasting on 5 stars. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to auto run this tonight while we sit here and talk and have a good time. I think we can auto run most of this, and gives me an excuse to make some progress. I'm a bricklayer, brother. If it rains, can't work, unfortunately. If it's below -3 also, but yeah, it's not gonna set. I get it, man. Do you know if the company you're with would be able to do anything for me here? And so, okay, so the company I went through, actually, like, I used to work for them out in Iowa. I think they're everywhere, man. I really do think that you're probably okay down there. I can send you the information and we can see if they couldn't help you. I may actually have to play these. I don't think the path is going to matter whatsoever, but I do think I am going to actually have to fight this to get through here. But yeah, James, I think they probably could, to be truthful with you. So I think that's what we're going to do for this last hour is I'm going to get the next title here. And then from this point forward, it's a race on leveling up 6 stars for free on all 3 accounts to see how long before each of them can get there without doing anything. How about doing a challenge that is year specific? Like whatever year the act came out, you can only use champions from that year. I would definitely be like, I was kind of thinking about a year specific thing for something else. I love that idea, to be truthful with you. I'd have to do a little bit of research on that. But I'm very down for that idea, Ken. JS, how's it going? Nice to see you. I saw you guys were live earlier and I was gonna stop in, but I was trying to get a couple things done, and by the time I got around to it, honestly, I got distracted. But it's good to see you guys live all the time. So I hope things are going well and things are growing for you guys. I promise I will get back to supporting everybody as soon as I can get around to supporting myself enough. Sweet, yeah, DM me on, yeah, man, I'll definitely DM you on Discord. Emma's wife, what are you still up for? Oh, you butthead. I forget that 6 stars like are like almost useless unawakened and unleveled up. But we're still going to push through this and get these 6 levels done tonight, and then I'm going to go over and actually, after I get done, I'm probably going to eat some dinner and watch a show, and then I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 paths in Act 8 and so that I can get that much closer to being Valiant and that much closer to getting half the videos that I have recorded, prepped, ready, and done. And then I'm probably going to play some Magic for a little while, and then I'm going to go to bed. Because, yeah. And then I'm going to get up and probably do a few more tomorrow and get some of the Alliance stuff worked out. Because, well, I'm still insane and feel that being an Alliance leader is a good thing. Or at least that's what I keep telling myself. James, do you sleep? James is a abomination that does not need sleep. Do you play Magic? Yeah, I actually just started playing Magic the Gathering Arena, chap. I played Magic for a lot of years. I started playing Magic back in '93. Towards the very beginning of the game, actually. Had several very large collections at different points in time, and life ended up causing me to sell them off. Yeah, you guys start at 8 a.m. and it's 7 p.m. now. Yeah, I played Magic for years. And I just stumbled on Magic the Gathering Arenas. I know it's been out for a while, but I just stumbled on it recently and was like, oh, hey, I can play without spending thousands of dollars on cards again. Yay. So I started screwing around with it and seeing how I could do, and it's kind of been my extra relaxation time lately. When I'm not pushing pass on Act 8, or yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I don't know. I got a couple decks on there that I'm starting to think might actually work out to make a push with. No problem, man. We can definitely work that out too. Yeah, I don't know. It may be something that I do on the channel down the road. You know, it's been asked a couple times if I was going to do anything different on the channel at any point. Like, I'm pretty content with keeping the channel all Marvel and you know, keeping a couple other games that are strictly for me. But if there's enough people interested, I may get into doing a couple like times that I do Magic on the channel as well. Same, I just recently sold my best revised dual land. Nice. Yeah, man, like I said, I had so many of them, like, back in the day. Like, there was a point that I had a 5,000 count box for every color. It was ridiculous at one point in time. I loved it. I've made some sick decks that have made some people cry. That's probably one of the only things that, like, if I could access the full, like, extent of the cards that I know exist in that game on Magic the Gathering Arena, like, I'd be giddy. I mean, just recreating my Privileged Position deck alone, yeah, that would I would make a lot of people rage quit, and it would make me happy. It would be fun. I'd piss off too many people though. Like, and I don't particularly like pissing off people, but it is really fun to do it. I have had, I was playing a game on there earlier, and this guy totally thought he had me, and I, within like 2 turns, just turned everything around and like annihilated his entire forces, and like walked through his 34 points of life in no time. And he just dumbfounded, like, wow. A younger coworker found out that I played MTG back in the 90s and asked if I would. Oh, wow. Be careful, man. Like, keep in mind, some of those cards are still worth quite a bit of money these days. Like, I know, like, I would not be struggling right now if I still had a lot of the cards I had in those first couple years that I was playing. Like, it was a lot easier to acquire a set of Power 9 in 93. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, no, I played that for a lot of years. The first, like I said, I started playing in high school, and I played through my early 20s, and then I went through a lot of hard times, and I ended up selling off all my cards for literally next to nothing. And then I stopped playing until I moved up to Minnesota, and one of the neighbors I had, like the last year or so I lived up there, owned a card shop, and I was hanging out over at the card shop all the time and started building decks and stuff again, and ended up getting back into playing. I sold those dual lands, and money went on paying for 4th of July offers on both my accounts. Nice. Nice. Congratulations. That's always nice when you can use one hobby to support another. We're probably going to pick up half a dozen things tonight just because I literally haven't been doing anything. There we go. That makes that even better. I suppose the biggest thing is there any revives or energy refills? Not that full energy refill right there. There we go. But yeah, I played for about a year and a half, 2 years while I was in Minnesota, and then I sold off all my cards again because I was leaving Minnesota and things were going bad. So then when I went to college, when I was about 30, somewhere in my early 30s, I don't freaking remember at this point. Then the first semester I was there, I was in the student center, just chilling out in between classes, and there was this group of kids in there playing Magic, and I was watching it, and I was like, I could teach these kids so much. And I went over, I started talking to a group of them, and I ended up becoming kind of a god to some of these kids in a way. Like I got so active back into it again, and it was great. It was fun. It was one of the more active times in my life, and really was great for my social life in a lot of ways. Kind of missed that aspect of things, more than anything. Well, not more than anything, but definitely miss it. Start showing people, you know, different deck ideas that you've had over the years and stuff, and start talking about the game and everything, and everybody just, it's one of the great things about this community, and even more so when we're able to do things like meetups. Now that I mean, I'm nowhere close to back by any means, guys. These jobs are small, but they're definitely gonna at least put me in a little bit better of a direction, and I've applied for some benefits as well. So hopefully between that, I can at least get back to keeping the bills paid and then I can start getting back ahead of things again. And things will be good. It's that first step on things, and then maybe I can get back. We can get some more meetups set up. Get a chance to hang out with you guys more often. Maybe I can get out and start finding some local people to play Magic with and other things. I have been out talking to comic book stores and gaming shops in the area to see about possibly attracting some sponsorship deals, or maybe even some promo items that I could use as giveaways for the channel. So stay tuned, guys. Like, I'm always looking for ways to make things better, and also be able to give back to you guys at the same time to say thank you for all the support. Again, for those who did win prizes last month, I'm going to get those out either this week or next. Kind of depends on how all these work assignments go. My favorite deck was my direct damage red-blue deck and my red-green deck featuring Ball of Lightning. I know a lot of people who love Ball of Lightning. I think probably my favorite deck of all times was my green-white privileged position deck, which was a green-white deck that literally told you couldn't do anything while you sit there and watch me build up and gain life until I decided to kill you. And it was so much fun. I've done many white weenie decks. White weenie decks are way too much fun. I've made some of the sickest elf decks over the years. I think the most elves I've ever produced was 536. Made some killer green-black decks. I met Anson Modoc at a... Nice! That is one thing I'm looking at this month if I get a chance. There is a convention not too far from here. I love Radicus. Nice. There is a convention not too far from here that is going to have some fairly big names from comics, anime, and TV. And if I get a chance, I'm gonna go, and if you guys are interested, I may see if I can't get a couple interviews there. Royal Assassin deck was Royal Assassin was always fun. But yeah, I've already seen quite a few big names, and they're still adding a couple more. I don't remember if it's the end of this month or next. I think it's the end of this month, but I Icy manipulator. Yeah, when Ravnica is when things really, like, I love a lot of the early day stuff, but by the time Ravnica came out is when things really got nasty. I got really active about that time. And I know some of the decks that I've loved to play over the years probably wouldn't even be legal in 95% of metas anymore. But I used to do like sealed draft tournaments. I used to do starter deck tournaments. You know, participated in quite a few different formats over the years. Loved doing Friday Night Magics and you know, different tournaments and stuff over the years. It was a lot of fun. During the different times I was involved in the game. I stopped playing after Homelands was released. Baron Singare was a cool ad. Yeah, no, I played well past Homelands. Like I remember Homelands release. As a matter of fact, I went to a release event for Homelands. I just totally thought about the fact that I'm making this harder on myself than I have to, because like I'm pretty sure I have boost. No, like Baron Singare, Sarah Angel, like yeah, no, I love the early stuff. No, surprisingly enough, yes, I do actually exist outside of MCOC. As a matter of fact, on quite a few things, you can, if you look hard enough, you can find me. The sad thing about it is I've been using the same screen name on just about everything for many, many years now. Mostly because it has personal meaning to me. So, like, honestly, I had thought about trying Magic the Gathering Arenas, but didn't want to start playing another mobile game. The nice thing about Magic the Gathering Arenas that I really have been liking is not only is it mobile, but you can actually play it on the PC as well. Does make me happy to know that that MTG is still going strong. Yeah, me too, man. It's like that, and you know, like Dungeons and Dragons. I played that for a lot of years. I actually got asked the other day, like, I was in one of the groups I was in, somebody was asking, like, you know, where D&D people were, and, like, I did a lot of fun campaigns in there, too. And it's nice. A lot of these things are actually still, like, not only existing, but running strong. And having kind of a resurgence in a way from a lot of what I've been seeing. So, I mean, I will say this much, and I mean, I've been talking about it for a while because, like, it's not hard to realize, but, like, the amazement of the difference between how acceptable nerd culture is today compared to what it was even when my children were kids, but especially when I was, like, I had enough things that made my life rough, but being a nerd on top of it definitely wasn't one of the ones that made it easy. So, yeah, that was great. Ruin, like, waste the entire unblockable and then run right into her special. This account will need more 6 stars though, because I do, in order to get to Thronebreaker, I do have to have 5 on here. New account challenge will join your second account alliance in the future. Awesome. This is kind of a new account challenge thing. It's actually looking at all 3 of my other accounts and letting you guys suggest possible rules for going forward on these accounts. Since the new ways to progress accounts has actually started being a thing, and we no longer only have story mode as the only way to progress an account. After tonight, all 3 accounts will remain. It will go back to being, well, after this weekend, I should say, all 3 accounts will go back to being semi-dormant. Like I said, for the most part, I log in once a day to collect dailies and the calendar, you know, that type of stuff. But you guys will get to decide what I am allowed to and what I'm not allowed to do on these accounts. And we're going to see, based off the rules that you guys suggest, how long it takes each account to get to Thronebreaker without actually playing the game. And then, as a Thronebreaker player, we will go through and do everything it takes to actually be Thronebreaker as far as story modes, so that we can actually progress and get on to Paragon. So, Wolf, are you going to play any BGs on these accounts? At the current moment, I haven't been. If that's something that you guys want to suggest into the rules, that like I get the 3 a day on Battlegrounds, or the 3 every 2 days on Battlegrounds, which is the most that I will do. I will not like actively force into it. It would be another way to be able to earn materials to help with those accounts. So I am open to any rules that you guys suggest. And like I said, by tomorrow evening when I go live again, I will have went through and looked at all the different suggestions that have been applied tonight, and I will put together a couple different scenarios and I will let everybody in chat tomorrow night vote on each account and what their rules are. We will determine the rules and we'll see how it goes. When I can build up for gifting for December, there is no gifting. I mean, there's banquet, but all that is like, just need to be in an active alliance. You can't gift anyone anything. But the more active an alliance you're going to be in, the more people opening crystals, the better rewards you'll get for doing your part. That is one of the nice things, is all three of these accounts are earning units along the way that are not getting spent on anything. So when we get to that, you can't use your top 5 champions. Okay. What milestones? The milestones for opening gifts both solely and as an alliance. So that you can earn up to a 7-star champion, or at least that's what it was last year. Have you been keeping up on Deathless Champs? No, I have not. I have missed every Deathless Champ so far, James. I will have to catch it on the re-release down the road, because it may be a moment, but I know eventually they will give me another opportunity to get them, and I will take it at that point. But right now, first off, I have not made it into Gladiator Circuit on Battlegrounds on the main account yet to this day. So, like, I couldn't get them, period. And yeah, it's just one of those things. Sorry for what? Nothing. There's nothing to be sorry about. Like, that's what we do around here. We inform. And you ask about something that doesn't exist anymore, so I informed you. To be honest with you, this December will be the biggest December in this game, period. Okay, this is the 10-year anniversary. The banquet event this year will be ridiculous, and I guarantee you there will be rank 3 7-star options out of banquet event this year without a problem. My smallest account got 2 7-stars last year, and it wasn't even Cavalier at the time. Cavalier or Thronebreaker for what? All you'll have to be, well, I believe last year you had to be at least uncollected to participate. It may be Cavalier this year that you'll have to be to participate. They have been advancing that you do have to meet certain requirements, but to be honest with you, even if it is, especially with the new requirements on what it takes to be able to get to Cavalier, that's easy enough to do. Like I said, that's part of what we're doing, what we're voting on right now on this is all 3 accounts. 2 of them are already at Cavalier, and this one we're going to get to proven here within the next probably 20 minutes. If I don't, I'll be surprised. Thronebreaker is the highest title you can get to without actually being active on the game. Amon, how's it going, my man? Nice to see you. Not gonna lie, wish I had given up on the Deathless Champs. FOMO and the sunk cost fallacy got me, though. No, I get it, man. I do. I've had to check FOMO so bad in the last year while I've been trying to get things working. Like, that's part of the reason, like, I've been so disciplined about, like, well, everybody else is like, well, why aren't you doing this and why aren't you doing that? Because I need to be working on this, and if I work on that, I'm going to use up my resources for this. So I just don't worry about it. Guys, remember, you need all the Deathless champs to get Deathless Thanos, who will be good. Totally understand it. Oh, for the banquet event, yeah, I would plan on being Cavalier. If you're gonna for banquet this year, I would plan on being Cavalier before December. If you can be higher, which, like I said, with the new requirements to get to Thronebreaker, it's a lot easier to be. Being Thronebreaker before December would be even better, but honestly, if you want to see the best stuff, it's going to be Valiant. But minimum, you're going to need to be Cavalier. Personally, I wouldn't even bother with Banquet unless I'm top title. I completely disagree with that, Avon. Honestly, like I was just saying, last year for Banquet, my smaller accounts did phenomenal considering their progression level. It actually advanced both those accounts greatly. As well as I also have to say, on top of that, with it being the 10-year anniversary this year, every single person in this game is going to grow a ton off of Banquet without, it's just, as long as you're in a at least active alliance, like, I don't care what progression level you are, Banquet is overwhelmingly worth it. I think we're going to go that way. I think this is the shorter path. I'm almost Cavalier. Yeah, you can get it, man. You got plenty of time. But last year it wasn't progression based. I have a feeling this year it will. It was progression based last year. There were still things that were locked if you weren't high enough progression. And certain things that you just weren't gonna, like, yeah. And it's still going to be progression based. It's still going to be, the game has been going progression based for a long time. Now, how much can you do for free is the count. Like, and that's the, you know, if you can spend on this game, obviously you're always going to do better. But I will prove to you guys again this year on all three of these accounts that by Banquet, like, all three of these accounts will do absolutely phenomenal, and I will not spend a dime on any one of them. We may spend on the main account depending on how things are going, but we will not spend on any one of the three other accounts, and we will do it in fashion and quite well. If you're smart about Banquet, you can gain a lot of ground in a very little. Exactly. I wonder what the free holiday gift will be. With it being, like I said, with this being the 10-year anniversary and stuff, like, I expect from Cyber Weekend all the way till New Year's Day, like, the amount of stuff that we're going to get for free is going to be just stupidly ridiculous. It doesn't matter what progression title you're at. Plan on growing. Banquet is probably the best event for progression, even for Valiants. Also, yeah. Unless the crystals are very good, I'm only doing milestones this year. Yeah, there's a lot of people in that mentality too, and I totally understand that. Like, and you can get quite a bit just doing milestones. And I think it's a great idea. Like, they're like spending a house on this game to try and get rank rewards is ridiculous. I like, if I owned a threeplex house where I was renting out the other 2 units and living for free, had $5 million sitting in the bank, an unlimited supply of food and marijuana, was able to go out and do anything I wanted to, anytime I wanted to, any place I wanted to, without a single problem, and every bit of my debts were paid off, I still would not spend $100,000 on an event in this game. Okay? It's not going to happen. There will never be a time in the history of this channel that I will ever spend that kind of money. On the first time that we ever spend 10 grand in a single event on this channel, it will probably be the last thing we do on this channel before we transition to a different game. Because at that point in time, I will have realized that we have crossed the line. You could quote me on that for however long we can continue the channel and this game. But, like, guys, I mean, spend reasonably, spend responsibly. Like, this year is going to be big. And if you have FOMO about anything right now, get it in check before we get to December, okay? Because it's going to get bad, and unless you're stupidly financially well off, it's going to be ridiculous what you could do in this game. That is a very good reminder that the next few months are also going to be that as well. Especially leading up to July 4th being the second biggest thing that we ever get in this game every year. So just keep it in mind, guys. Be reasonable. Buy what makes sense within your budget. And always remember, every dime that you spend on this game could just be donated to my channel or put on anything else in your life. But if you absolutely feel like you just need to throw it away, donating to my channel would be phenomenal. And do remember, guys, gifted memberships for yourself, like, they're always a great early stocking stuffer. Stock up on them now. Like, gift one another memberships today. And also remember, the more members that we have on the channel, the more emojis I can add to the channel. I think I missed how and why Shocker became a good champ. Just got stomped by rank 2 7-star Shocker. Yeah, you gotta watch out on Shocker there, Ken. I know a few people that were singing his praises before they adjusted him. The exit in the house, man. How's it going tonight? Nice to see you. He didn't get buffed. He got a rework, or not a rework, rebalancing. He was part of that. Like they decided that he didn't quite meet the full intended and got balanced a little bit better. I don't remember exactly what the stats were on it, but yeah. Drop the game if you're gonna have tomorrow, or just quit for the first 2 weeks of July. MCOC got me tired from those. Yeah, I'm Spring of Sorrow, Winter of Woe. It's all been just nasty so far. Luckily enough, I haven't bothered with them. Because like I said, guys, on the main account, it is Act 8 focus right now. Like, until I 100% Act 8, nothing else exists outside of Alliance Quest and Alliance War. Mostly because that account has to get the Valiant title on. Now we're going to talk about how these 3 accounts get Thronebreaker title. And that's what this whole entire weekend stream is about, is you guys deciding what the rules are for these 3 accounts to be basically AFK'd. All 3 accounts are currently in alliances. The main 2 account, the secondary 2 accounts, the one that I've had the longest of multiple accounts, and the one I started in July last year, are both at Cavalier, and just one needs 3 more rank 5s or rank 4 6 stars to become Thronebreaker. The other one needs 4 more to reach there. They're both almost to enough materials to reach the next one to bring that down by 1. And then this account, we are currently knocking out the last couple paths real quick to get it to the point where we only have to focus on 6 stars so that it can start working towards becoming uncollected. Do we play Battlegrounds on these accounts? Do we place Defenders in War? Do we do Alliance Quest? What little activities do we do outside of just logging in and grabbing the calendar every month or every day and the daily crystals? Are these accounts allowed to grab from the web store? These type of things. You guys get to make those suggestions and decide what the rules are, and I will keep you guys posted once a month on any progress on any of these accounts towards them becoming Thronebreaker. And we will keep a record on how long it took each account starting now to go from where they are to the Thronebreaker title without me actively pursuing the game. Partially for data for the channel, partially for data for the community, because there are players out there that are struggling because of disabilities and being limited on whether or not they can get past certain things. And I want to see what it really looks like. Did you find Kabam Mike leaving kind of abrupt? Yes and no, honestly. Not saying anything on any of Kabam Mike's responses to different community posts or rank up and level up the worst champions. Okay, we can definitely throw out that as an option. You know, they're only allowed to rank up Kamala Khan's, Groot's, things like that to achieve the title. So that even when we do achieve the title, we still have to set back for a minute because we won't have the chance to be able to actually go for anything beyond that. So we'll actually still have work to do. I think that's a great idea. But again, as far as the Kabam Mike thing goes, I talked to Kabam Crash and I talked to Kabam Honeydew at the meetup, you know, about the fact that I had wanted to apply for a job with Kabam that I had seen because they had a posted job for a marketing position. And I looked at it at about midnight one night when I saw the position, and I was like, I'm gonna get up in the morning and I'm gonna apply for that position. And I got up in the morning and I looked and the position was already taken down. And I asked them about that because, you know, again, been looking for work, and an opportunity with Kabam would not be something I would shy away from. So and they told me at the time, you know, they're going through the same crunches that a lot of the tech industry is. And, you know, so sometimes they think they're ready to hire and then they pull down positions, things like that. So it doesn't surprise me that a senior member of the team maybe hit the chopping block. I don't necessarily think it was controversies over the community interactions. It could have been about a million different things. And I 100% believe that any speculations that we make will be exactly that forever. And I think the way Kabam Crash put it, with the fact that Kabam Mike will be missed from the community, you know, in spite the fact that not everything has always been happy with him. He has been a very great member of this community and very supportive of us continuing to have a community. And that in itself is sad, but the team that started this game is not the team that's currently working on it. And the team that works on it in 20 years, or at the 20th anniversary, will very much so not be the team that works on it at the 10th anniversary. And just the thought that we could even discuss the idea that there will be a 20th anniversary of this game, it is something that should make us all excited and make us all happy and make us all seek therapy. And that's all that matters, honestly. I always, just like with Kabam Mike, I look at it the exact same way that I look at any other Alliance member that I've been with over the years that stepped away from the game, or, you know, YouTubers that I watched, like Crystal Opening Whale, that stepped away from the game. They spent their time in our community and they were wonderful people, and they expanded our community for a while, and hopefully they will always look fondly on their time in the community, because I'm always happy that we have every member of this community, even the ones that are hateful and want to make issues that shouldn't necessarily be issues. Because that's the great thing about this game, is we have a large community of all types. I met him at the meetup, seemed like nice, and I would just wish he was a bit more tasteful sometimes on the forum. Sad to see him go, though. Exactly. I've heard great things out of the people that hung out with him at the meetup. It's kind of weird if he was leaving in a good standing. Why not have a goodbye stream, set a date when he... It also may have been, guys, that he got an opportunity with another company. It may not have even been anything with anything to do with the game or anything, period. He may have gotten an opportunity and it was go now or don't go. And he may not have had an opportunity to possibly say goodbye properly. Or it could have been corporate cuts, or it could have been a PR move, or it could have been any number of 1,000 things. Like I said, guys, we could speculate for years, and I could come up with a million reasons. Like, I mean, just the things I have been fired for over the years are enough to baffle most people. So, like, I just don't think it's worth the energy to worry about why he's gone, and instead just look back fondly on the good and the bad and move on and be excited for the next stream. So how's it work? Okay, Woo, since you're one of the latest ones to stop in, we're going to discuss what the rules are. The rules are, you guys get to make the rules. So, I have 3 accounts that I'm not playing on outside of this weekend. I do occasionally jump into AQ to help on each of the accounts, maybe once a week at most. I haven't done Battlegrounds on any of the accounts. This account, I literally have done nothing on, period, since the 20-hour stream, except for the one time that we did the crystal opening on all 3 accounts, and what I've done tonight, which is literally we're just finishing the first run of Act 4. But with the new rank up, the new ways to earn progression titles in the game without actually having to do story mode, it does give me a way to play this game on all 3 accounts and keep them progressing without actually having to make the effort to progress them. Outside of, small things like having each of the account have a defense in war. Like I said, maybe once a week or every couple weeks, stopping in and doing a path or 2 or even a partial path in AQ on each alliance. Being in an alliance, so I just basically get rewards. Anything, grabbing things off the calendars. If I get, like the poolies, for getting what I can for free of those without actually having to make any effort and not playing whatsoever. Those type of things. What rules do you guys would you guys like to implement to decide where did Jax stream? Jax is not streamed yet. Jax's the official Kabam stream will be Wednesday right before the new content goes live. He was supposed to, they were originally going to stream on Friday, but because of the leaving of Kabam Mike and the shifting of events within the company, or are you talking about the fact of his personal channel? If you're talking the Kabam announcement stream, that one is Wednesday. Well, basically Mike was his brother. I mean, we've all been there where, you work with somebody for long enough and or you go to school with somebody for long enough, and always sucks when you go in your own directions and you always say you're going to stay in contact, and sometimes you do, but more often than not, you lose people in your life that you're not around as much later. Yeah, I mean, Kabam Mike was definitely one of the higher up and, older members of the community team, and it will I think we will definitely see a shift. But you know, most of the guys there are still really good people, and they came through it. I'm more concerned about Trump. U.S. needs a better leader. There's a lot of things to be concerned about, but we're not going to go into those. I don't want to go to war or lose more money for the next 4 years. Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't want anymore. But again, we're not going to go into those tonight. So it is more so about what should we do to make the accounts grow without actually having to play the game, and what do you guys think is the best way we can do that? Maestro for the win, and then we're gonna call it after that. But guys, like I said in the comments below, if you are catching this on the playback, leave suggestions. We've had several of them tonight so far. Just play one account, your main. I am only playing one account. Woo, pay attention. I said, what should I do to not actually play these accounts and progress them? What kind of things do you guys think would be the best way to progress all the way through this game without actually playing the game? To get to the Thronebreaker title on all 3 accounts. See? You give them away. Yeah, we're not giving them away. That's not one of the options. We will do a giveaway account. I am planning down the road. What we are going to do is we are going to start a 5th account, and we'll do like a weekend or a week-long challenge. At the end of that challenge, that account will be given away. But we're not giving away any of these 3. Not when we can become Thronebreaker without having to actually play the game. Like, why would we do that, Woo? All of my time has been spent on the main alliance, the main account, working on Act 8, or working on my actual life lately. And so, delete all other accounts other than your highest rating. That's not going to progress them. Deleting them does not progress them. That is not what the challenge is. Oh no, I get it. And I've spent a decent amount on the main account. I've spent a little bit on the second one, and I've spent nothing on the other 2. And at this current moment, the 3 smaller ones will never get another dime spent on them. But we're still going to set a group of rules that are going to decide how we progress these accounts without playing. Because I'm going to put them back up on the shelves and let you guys have the decisions. Hey, Wolf, heading to bed. Enjoy the rest of your stream. I'll hit you up tomorrow. Sounds good, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Robson Speed, how's it going? From Brazil, nice. Nice to see you, man. I actually went to school with a guy from Brazil in college. Him and I had a lot of great conversations. Really good guy. Several conversations about how to enunciate certain words. Never me being like, hey, you know, this is how you say that more appropriately. More so him coming to me and going, man, I'm getting crap for this. Tell me how to pronounce this. And me deducing what he was actually talking about so that we could correct the version of the word. But he's told me a lot of great things about Brazil, and I've seen a lot of gorgeous things. Wouldn't mind going down there someday. So, you said me, oh yeah, I'm sorry about that, Woo. I forgot that I haven't done that yet. I will get on that tomorrow. I got a whole list of things I got to do tomorrow before I live stream tomorrow night, but I will get on that. I do have the I have to make sure how that's set up. I don't remember if they're set to private or not. So, but I'll get it adjusted and I'll get it sent over to you over in there's some interesting conversations on there for sure. It was a lot of fun. We were going to do a lot more. If you care about me and Amon, and for your sake, stop all accounts but your main. Guys, like I said, tonight's you still losing weight, Wolf. A little bit. I did put a little bit back on, but I've been staying consistent at least. Things should get a little better in that department going forward now that I'm back to work and more active again. You know, it's been 5 a.m. mornings all week this week, which is part of the reason why I haven't gotten too much done, because when you get up at 5 a.m. and then you don't get back here until anywhere between 5 and 6 at night, by the time I get back, do what I need to in AQ, record a couple paths of Act 8, and yeah, it just haven't been too much this week, but now that I've got it going, I'm dropping another 2 pounds tonight. Great! Congratulations on that, man. Hey, look, we gained a level. 75 kilograms. I should know how that translates. Going on walk, hoping for shiny 8 moga. Yeah. I've been doing some things in Pokemon, just not a lot. Again, pretty much everything's been kind of, you know, like I normally throw Pokemon on when I first get on the train or the bus and spin a stop, grab something, you know, grab the first catch of the day, maybe knock out a quick stamp, and then that's about it most days. And then I'll normally either switch over depending on which route I'm on. If I know that I can keep Magic active long enough to get through a full match without losing connection, I might throw on that. Or if I need to finish up AQ or something first thing in the morning, I'll jump into Marvel and either do that or maybe a little bit of Arena to grab some supplies. But that's pretty much how this week's gone as far as how active we've been on anything. Because it's... Have you... no, I did not 100% Act 9, the Act 9 beta. I did get one path through every level. And I did end up receiving 3,000 7-star shards from it. So, didn't get the full 20,000 that was available, but again, like I said, with you know, this last week being what it has been, between having to go and do background checks and drug screenings, and then, you know, the having to be in different areas at 7:50, 8 o'clock in the morning so that I can be there before the job starts, and, you know, being 1.5 to 2 hours on the train and the bus. No, I don't work for Costco. I've been doing temp service. I've been doing auctions. I've been driving cars through auctions so people can bid on them, and then so I've actually drove some cool I've seen a lot of cool cars. I haven't gotten to drive some of the ones that I wanted to because they ended up not coming up in line where I was next in the rotation. I did drive a Jeep Renegade this weekend. This week I drove oh my god, Ford Raptor. I didn't get a chance to drive any of the Teslas yet. Drove some real piece of craps that I was surprised sold for as much as they did. Not good money, but money. And that's all we're looking at right now, is just getting something coming in so that I can at least get a chance to get back on my feet. Only solace is that I hit 275k points and I have enough shards to open a 7-star. Awesome, Ken. Just went on a 4-match losing streak in Battlegrounds. That sucks. Yeah, I hope you get a great pull on that 7-star. Let me know what you get, Ken. And I'm going to finish Maestro. And there we go. Yeah, exactly. It's a start. Like I said, it's money coming in. Between that and donating and ad revenue and donations and everything else, we can at least get back to paying the bills again, which and keeping things current. And that's huge in itself. So okay, so what we're going to do real quick, we're going to jump out of this, do one more reset real quick, collect the actual title, open up everything that we just got, look at any levels that we can add up here, and then probably figure out who's live streaming so we can raid somebody. But give me just 1 second while I reset real quick. But yeah, guys, like I said, if you watch this on the playback, leave comments in the comments down below on ideas of what you guys think we should use as the restrictions on what the accounts are allowed to and not allowed to do. And I will be compiling a list and we'll be voting on that tomorrow night to say what is allowed and what isn't, and what we're going to do to get all 3 of these accounts to Thronebreaker. Rollover on Jugs landed on Gladiator. Ooh. I mean, Gladiator is just absolutely amazing, but I understand the rollover on Jugs is a little frustrating too. Hey, Lucky, I achieved some things. So we got it to Proven, so that we can now start working towards Uncollected just by getting the 3 rank 2 6 stars. Because we will instantly jump up on that. We unlocked a bunch of stuff that wasn't unlocked before, so this account can progress faster and easier. But again, we will be doing this without playing the game. I restrict you to play all these time wasting accounts. Play your... Will, how many times do I have to explain the rules to you to get it to get you to understand that I'm not going to be playing the accounts? That's the whole point. I am working on the main account. Kabam knows how to hit you hard when you're in the dumps. Occasionally it feels that way. Like, there are times that you're like, oh my god, like I could just use like an amazing pull right now just to like get that dopamine kick, and then they like you get excited for half a second and then watch it troll past and you get something that like you should be happy about, but it's not what I wanted, and then you start to cry and it hurts so much, and then you remember everything else in your life that just hurts so much. And then you remember that if it really hurts that much that you didn't get a champion in a mobile game, that like if that affected your life that badly, then maybe it is finally time for therapy. And about that point, you remember that it would just be better to just go buy another crystal or two and say fuck it. Or maybe that's just me. So let's open this 5-star here. Old man Logan. Let's go throw whatever ISO we have into whoever we can throw ISO into on the 6 stars, so that we're a little closer to being able to rank up some 6 stars, so that we can get a little closer to actually achieving the said titles that are part of this whole scenario of what we are creating here. And we'll open the last 2 so that we officially have everything cleared out just in time for the chicken dance, so that we can put a little tribute to Prof Hoff out there. But speaking of other MCOC YouTubers, let's just go ahead and jump over and check out and see who is actually live right now, that maybe we can come over and support. And we will finish this up tomorrow night by me compiling everything and figuring out exactly how we're gonna keep going and what the rules are gonna be. So we will talk about that tomorrow night. But until then, guys, looks like Abido is currently live. So why don't we go over and say hi to the intoxicated gamer himself with a hashtag Wolfpack Raid, because ain't nobody seen one this week because we've been busy. But like I said, guys, I will be live again tomorrow night, and I will have a video on Monday. I don't know what this next week's going to be looking like with the jobs and everything. But once I kind of get into a rotation and things kind of level out, we'll get a consistent streaming thing going again. We'll get videos coming out on a very regular basis. I have plenty of them recorded. I just got to get them edited, commentated, and scheduled. So be looking forward to those things, guys. For those who won things earlier this month, I will have those mailed out soon, like I said. And we will not be playing these accounts because we got too much to do on the main. But, guys, I hope everybody has a great day, a great night, and pulls a God tier champion soon. And until the next one, guys, I truly do love you. Peace out.